Welcome to the Cathedral City of St Albans, where I'm taking part in a pilgrimage procession to celebrate the saint who gave this place its name, St Alban himself. Now, have you ever thought about how many places are named after saints and who those saints are? If the answer is yes, then this week's Songs of Praise is just for you. So this week, stories from Britain's saintly places, including the legend of the stolen Cornish bones. Reverend Richard Coles tells me why we all have saintly potential, and we've hymns and songs from across the UK. The lives of Christian saints have always been part of Britain's history, but as well as the countless churches named after them, there are scores of hamlets, villages, towns and cities bearing their names. And this city is one of them, St Albans, where the locals hold a festival every summer to celebrate the life of St Alban. A pilgrimage procession leads from the city to the cathedral with giant puppets reenacting the key moments of Alban's life. And what do you know about St Alban?
That he was a worshipper of God, and that he believed in God and that he really trusted in him and that he would not betray God.
He was martyred in the 3rd century and was the first British martyr.
Well, I've come from Andover and we do a yearly pilgrimage, and it was our vicar decided that this would be a good one to do, and I'm learning as I go because I've never been here before.
Alban was a guy who was able to recognise truth when he saw it, to make up his mind very quickly and to commit everything to a cause he believed in.
Well, more about Alban later on, and our hymns also remember the saints, whether in the title or in the churches where they've been sung, or even the name of the tunes. And our first hymn is rather appropriately called For All the Saints. Across the home counties from St Albans, you'll find the Cambridgeshire town of St Neots. And I've come to find out how skullduggery with a skeleton may have led to the town's growth.
Hi, Diana.
Liz Davis is the curator of St Neots Museum. So, Liz, who was St Neot?
Well, St Neot was a Cornish saint who lived in the 800s. He died in Cornwall and was buried there, and the village where he was buried is still called St Neots.
So Liz, why are we here in Cambridgeshire?
Well, we're here in Cambridgeshire because of bones like these. In the 900s, Leofric, a Saxon lord, and his wife decided to found a priory in Amesbury, which was here, and the bones of St Neot were brought here from Cornwall. Some people say they were stolen, and they were installed in the priory.
I don't quite get that. Why are bones so important?
Well, because the bones of the saint were thought to be to have healing properties and to be able to perform miracles. And at that time, when people had no other means of curing themselves, and people were incredibly religious, and they looked towards God for help.
Where is this Amesbury Priory?
Well, if you come with me, I'll show you. We're here on the site of St Neots Priory, but today it's turned into a car park. Because of the number of pilgrims coming, this part of Amesbury really developed, and that led to the town of St Neots. This is a copy of a jewel from the Anglo-Saxon period that was thought to show St Neot. But now it's realised that actually it's not St Neot.
So basically what you're saying is there's not really that much of St Neot in St Neot these days.
No, that's right. But people wanted to come on pilgrimage here to get close to St Neot so that he would speak to God on their behalf. And there are lots of reports of people being healed, and maybe there was something in it, because if cures hadn't been taking place, if miracles hadn't been happening, then people wouldn't have kept coming to St Neots.
Back in St Albans, the annual pilgrim procession is telling the story of Albans' life, culminating in his beheading, thought to have taken place around 250 AD. But do all the people of St Albans know about their saint?
I don't know anything about St Albans.
Nothing at all. I'm sorry to say, nothing at all. So yeah, any information you could give us would be very useful.
I know he was a saint, and I know that he was executed, and I found that out 5 minutes ago.
Hello, I'm Diane.
Welcome.
Cathedral guide Julia Lowe is certainly able to tell me more about Britain's first martyr and the sacrifice he made for the man who'd led him to faith.
There are many, many images around the Cathedral of Alban. But this one, it shows Alban and the man who converted him to Christianity. But he's known as Amphibolus. And here he is on the banner, looking very patriarchal, strengthening Alban for what's about to happen. Alban was a Romano-Briton. And along with abiding by the Roman laws, you got your passport. And that passport was in the form of a cloak. Now, while Alban and Amphibolus were together, a decree came down from the Roman emperor that Christianity was really to be sorted out and suppressed. He helped his best friend get away. He gave him that passport, that cloak. And so Amphibolus could wrap himself in the cloak and walk straight past the Roman soldiers. And it was Alban who was taken before the governor. Alban turned round and said, "There is only one true God that I worship." That signed the death warrant. That's when he was brought up here onto this hillside. And that's where he was executed. Now you're coming to the heart of the cathedral. It's the shrine of Alban. Modern day pilgrims come here, light a candle and say the prayer of Alban. There is a specific prayer to Alban. On pilgrimage day, we all carry a red rose, and all the roses are left here on the shrine. It looks magnificent. That's our gift to Alban.
Why do people come here to pay their respects to a saint?
Look at the examples they set us. This is about Alban. Very, very ordinary man, but gosh, did he do an extraordinary thing. He was so brave. And it's still happening today. These people who give their lives for a cause, they're so brave. And that's Alban.